Ready? Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try to wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right after the little momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, Alpha.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
At the 15-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. They're basically
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field, so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
258. We are going. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
4th down. Even. Back to normal. Lamp. Mike 42, check.
Shotgun line for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Box it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And Walker has it. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shift.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 27, Wentz. That's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing now is Wentz. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the honest guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this play.
And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Irvin. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Hey, 626. Boom.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, what are we going to do?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Rodgers. Hauling it in, Nelson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know you felt that.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
You block over here. Run.
On Third and long. It's Rodgers. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
30. 53 to Mike. Hey, Charlie. Jeff. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On first down, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as Ed sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
When we talked about him,
they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the Packers' 46-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Hey, that's good.
On second and 12, Wentz will try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The first defensive back taken this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. 34 yards that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
53 is mine. Check. 53. 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Boom.
53. 53. Mike. We don't want this.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Walker with a grab. Left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 49.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, D.
Yeah, live.
Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm coming after you.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
We got this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, Wood.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Jones has it. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
At the 47.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So we're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
53. Pick it up. Get Mike. Under 10. 10. Check 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
81.
On third and long, it's Woods. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Kirksey. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already.
16-yard line.
158.
Watch the pass.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Trevor.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Eagles' 16-yard
Two.
line.
Plant.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers throwing right, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
Second down pass play down 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Rodgers with a give to Aaron Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Well, the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives, just defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time win right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Green 18. Back north.
Good track. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number
Bravo.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's on the hook one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Hey, I step with this.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
53, check.
Box it.
Let's get some penetration. Check.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to walk one. Deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it. They've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 46 yards on the play. Here's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Nickel Roby brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot.
We'll get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, the second touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go later and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Wentz. Now a desperation throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Jones. And some room to run now. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.